Hello, friends of Mount Angel. I always address you that way, friends of Mount Angel. And, well, this week on Tuesday we celebrated the Feast of All the Angels, a big feast for us, our patronal feast. And it was a wonderful celebration for us, right? I just want to emphasize with you the word angel, Mount Angel, you friends of Mount Angel. We here at Mount Angel live our lives in a very serious relationship with the angels, which I would want you to be able to take seriously with us. Our monastery is named after our mother house, Engelberg in Switzerland, which also simply means Mount Angel, Angel, mountain, Mount Angel. So yeah, that's our patronal feast. And traditionally, Engelberg is 900 years old this year, for a long time, for more than a millennia. The monastic life is compared to the angelic life. If you know monks, that might make you laugh. We chuckle at the thought too, but what it means when you compare monastic life to the angelic life is it means that monks are dedicated primarily to the praise of God, as are the angels. I know that for a contemporary mentality, it can be difficult to take angels seriously. Nobody's against it, I suppose, but it sort of seems like a quaint way of speaking, probably pretty harmless, but we don't really believe in angels anymore, do we? But look, if you want to take the Bible seriously, you have to take angels seriously. The biblical stories are saturated with angels. And it's actually by entering deeply into those stories that a person can develop a sensitivity to the reality of the angelic world. The Old Testament, it's all over the place, but a big one. Just to remind you of a few Old Testament ones. The angel stopping the hand of Abraham as he is in faith about to slay his son in obedience to God. Or angels active throughout the Exodus. Angels appearing to Gideon, to Manoah and to his wife. Isaiah's vision of the angels, where he hears the angels in heaven crying out before the throne of God, "Holy, holy, holy, Lord God of hosts." We sing the angel song in the sacred liturgy that same way. And the New Testament just as much, if not more so, taking angels seriously. A quick way in is to remind ourselves of something that Jesus said about angels in the beginning of his ministry. This is reported for us in the first chapter of John's Gospel. Philip and Nathanael have just come to Jesus and professed faith in him as the Messiah. And he says to Nathanael, he says, "You think that's good? You will see greater things than these. You will see the angels of God. You will see the heavens open and the angels of God ascending and descending upon the Son of Man." Ooh, this is Jesus talking about himself. And that, in other words, angels will help us to understand the full reality of Jesus, that over Jesus the heavens open and angels ascend and descend upon him. Jesus himself is referring to angels that appeared in the dream of Jacob in the Old Testament, in the book of Genesis. Jacob has a dream in which he sees a ladder extending from earth to heaven, and angels are coming down on it and going up on it. And he awakes and he exclaims, "How awesome is this place," where he is. "How awesome is this place. This is none other than the house of God." And so what Jesus is suggesting to Nathanael and to Philip is that he himself is this awesome place. Jacob also exclaimed, "This is the house of God. This is the gate of heaven." Jesus is the gate of heaven. And angels are there, ascending and descending on him. These are magnificent visions. These are not little decorations that you can do without. As I say, they're not quaint. And when we enter deeply into these stories, in fact, you can develop a sensitivity to the angelic presence. I think here at Mount Angel, we do that probably just from the grace of our name. Obviously, you pay more attention to the patrons that you have. When we talk about angels of God ascending and descending on Jesus, just think of his life story as the Gospels tell us that. His birth is announced by the angel, both to Mary and to Joseph. Not to mention the birth of his forerunner, John the Baptist, also an angel announcing that birth to Zechariah. And Jesus, in the course of his ministry, after his temptation in the desert, we read that he is ministered to by angels. He himself speaks about the angels in his ministry. And when he is facing his agony in the garden the night before he dies, an angel is there ministering to him in his agony. Incredible. The texts don't say it, but tradition helps us realize also that at his death, angels are surely present, looking on with trembling and awe at this work of God in the death of Jesus. And it is an angel that announces to the women at the tomb that the Lord is not here, that he is risen. When the Lord ascends into heaven, angels are there saying, "Why are you looking up into the heaven, men of Galilee? Jesus will come again." And it's not over. Angels are there throughout the Acts of the Apostles, helping the apostles in the announcing of the gospel. So as I say, if you want to take the Bible seriously, you have to take angels seriously. But what's it mean? What is all this talk about angels? What are we really to do with it? Serious, contemporary thinkers that we are. Can I suggest this to you? That angels sensitize us to the abundance of God's creation, the absolute abundance of God's creation that far exceeds our human capacity and knowledge. For you see, angels are creatures too. Creatures that have things in common with us. First of all, that they're creatures. But they too are made in the image of God. They reflect his glory. And not only that, they have a kind of intelligence which is similar to our intelligence. Greater, it would seem, and swifter. They're not in the body, they're not in time in the same way that we are. So there's a swiftness to the angels that is beautiful. But God has given the angels to us as friends. They are involved with God's own dealings with us. So it's just part of God being God and having others be involved with him being God. That's what the saints are too. We're involved with God being God. It's his abundance, it's his magnificent goodness overflowing in ways that we cannot imagine. In the liturgy on Tuesday, we heard a vision from the book of Daniel. God on his throne with fire coming out all around him. And then we hear, and myriads upon myriads and thousands upon thousands were ministering to him and attending to him. That is to say, God's creatures were seeing their Creator and adoring him. I said, they're friends of ours, the angels. And we're meant to be in a relationship with them. They help us to adore him. They protect us from the enemies, from fallen angels who would harm us. So, yeah, I just want to share that with you. You know, when I say, hello from Mount Angel, I just want to say, get it? Angel, angel. It's a real thing. We say it in the Creed. I believe in one God, the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth, of all things visible and invisible. Angels are the Lord's invisible creation, part of the abundance in which we are immersed by God in God's creation for us, in God's redemption for us. So, dear friends of Mount Angel, I pray the angels bless you and protect you and help you to adore God.